Well, hello everyone and welcome to my backstep, a very special bonus edition. This is here today. This will be my regular Monday video, but I'm in a very different location with an idea that came from someone else online. That's Jesse and Lisa from Lazy Days Ahead. This was your idea, my friend, and thank you very much for it. If you take notice, I'm wearing my Rebecca Touched by Yarn hat and my Grinch scarf from the lovely Jami, Devil Dog's keeper and Devil Dog himself. Now this place that I'm at here now, I actually used to spend a lot of time here when I was a kid over playing. You can see up behind me there's a rock that's perched quite precariously there. That's actually pretty big, but I'm not going up there today. They have put up fencing and gates, and they got rid of the plaque that was here, which was very, very upsetting to me because that plaque had all of the information on here that I wanted to show you guys. They do have installed video surveillance cameras here now, but we used to go in behind this fence here and hang out and play and do stuff when we were kids. Let me see if I can't get a look. Yeah, it didn't look like this when I was here. That bank wasn't there, it was all flat. And there used to be a big pipe that we could get in. Now they have it all fenced off and they got ropes going up because they're doing work on this tower up here. Now it might not look very high, but that tower is huge. And this is the hydroelectric plant in Petty Harbour. I know it was built in the 1800s. And my grandfather actually was one of the ones that helped build it. This big metal pipe that you see once upon a time was all wood. They've recently changed it out. They put up a gate here. We used to be able to just walk right across and go on, but we can't anymore. I'd have to go all the way around the harbour, all the way up this road and across the bridge and back down so you could see the other side. But it was always fun to come here and hang out and just play around. We used to play down on this strip right here. Right, you see it there, all of these rocks, they go all the way down. And the water goes into the plant, and there's 7 or 8 big turbines. You can hear them behind me. The turbines generating the power. And then they pump the water out here. It doesn't look like they're all on at the moment because there's not enough water flow. Sometimes this gets really, really fast. But this is one of the little things that's here in my little hometown of Petty Harbour. And like you can see around me, it's all mountains around me to get up out of the harbour. Like, looking at where I'm to and looking at this big old building, they changed out some of the doors and stuff like that. There was an extra window there that was barred up. I wish they had to leave that plaque. It used to be on the metal pole there and they took it down. I don't know why they took it down, but I mean, like, this is some of the interesting things where you see me going in my videos and you think, hey, that path's not too bad, but this is level, okay? This is going up, and the camera still doesn't do it justice, by no means at all, because it doesn't look that steep there. But that pipe is running almost at a 45-degree angle. I would say definitely a 45-degree angle, where the bend goes in it, it goes up. So it's probably more. Yeah, I think the lower part is a 45, and that's more up going up that mountainside. Once upon a time, we used to be able to climb up to here. See where all these rocks are out? Let me show you. See where that big rock is? We used to climb up that embankment, and up right here there's a cave that they've since closed off. They walled it up with a concrete wall. But we used to be able to get up and go to that cave, and the old wooden boxed waterway, it was just a box on the ground, like two sides, and the water used to run down through it and through the cave and come down this piping into the hydro plant. Since they put in the wooden one that was on the other side, they've replaced that now in recent years with all metal like this. So once that was put in, then they took out the old cave one, and the old cave wasn't used. So we used to go up there and just walk through the cave and hang out and have a bit of fun. There were some bats and stuff like that, a bit of water on the floor of it. But it was really neat to walk through, but you can't do it anymore because of safety concerns that they have for people, anyone getting hurt or anything like that. Which is right, but it takes away the fun. This is also, well, you won't see it from here, but this is also where I went on the zip line. You can see one of the first platforms way off in the distance on this hill. Way up here, there's a platform for the zip line. And of course you can see all the transformers and that are over here. Let me see if I can get a zoom in for you rather than trying to walk all the way over. But yeah, that's just a transformer station, and you can see the flume itself right there going up. We call it a flume. It's full of water. It's just a big giant water pipe. And that goes up to the dam that you've seen in some of my other videos. That's the side of the harbour there where I would be going up over. As you can see, this hill looks taller now, but it's not much taller than these ones here. Not in actual fact. It's still a big climb to get up over. But that's the side of the harbour that I would be on and heading up over. A little bit of a walk to get here, but it was really nice. There's some things that I would like to show you guys, but they're not open right now. We do have our own little general store that opened here. It's mostly a liquor store. But we do have our own little general store that opened here in recent years. And well, this year actually is when it opened. And they seem to be doing really well there, so I'm hoping that they stick around. There's also a restaurant here that I'm going to try to get in and show you guys. Little ice cream store. Here's the outflow, and that's moving along. If you can see some of them bubbles going by there, that's the outflow from the hydro plant there. As you can see, there used to be a little truss bridge there at one time, but that's gone. That's been gone since I was a kid. That hasn't been there. Just access for the poles and stuff like that, I think, is all that was. But this power plant, in times of need and stuff like that, this power plant gets diverted to the major city in St. John's to run the hospitals and stuff like that if anything happens. To the power grid. This is the backup generator basically for the hospitals and that, as long as the infrastructure is in place. It's a nice place to get a couple of pictures and stuff like that. There is a path to go up to that rock up there, but I'm not going up there today. That's more of a hike than what I want to do today. I just came out for a little walk. But it is fantastic views and that around here. And like you can see, it's too bad about the plaque that they had there. I was really hoping that was still going to be there so I could read it all off to you. I know this was built in the early 1800s. My grandfather worked here for almost all of his life when he retired from working from here with Newfoundland Power. And he had lots of great stories about this place, and he could tell you a lot of really good information about it, but he's passed away now, so that's kind of hard to get in a little. Would have been nice to get a lot of his stories in that, you know. But that's that. That's all we can do about that. But it's just a nice little tour here for today, guys, and I might do a little live, and I might add on a little bit extra to this video. We'll see how it goes now the week and see what goes on. But I'd like to thank each. Look at this. This is off of an old boat. That's the old boathouse off of a boat there in the trees. It's been there so long that all of the trees are grown over it. Isn't that interesting? That's how long that's sat there, guys. These are plum trees. How do I know they're plum trees? Because they're full of this stuff. This here. This is some kind of a disease that get into the plum trees when they're growing here. And it kind of ruins the plums. The plums only stay small. They call them damsels. I don't know exactly what this is called. But it's really hard. It's almost like wood itself. Anybody knows what that's called, let me know. And it gets on plum trees, and it's not like, it looks, if I was to say what it looks like a chaga, but it's not chaga, by no means, no. One more little look at the power plant. Now up in that tower too, while I think on it, if anything ever happened to the dam, you can really see the pipe work going up here, look. If anything ever happened to the dam and it broke and they had to shut it down, there's actually enough water stored in that tank to keep the power plant running until that dam is completely rebuilt. Interesting fact. The only way I know is that, my grandfather. My sister's house is all the way up there. I'll have to bring you up and do a little viewing of her lights when she lights it up. She goes all out for Christmas, so maybe I'll do that on one day of the week or the weekend or something. I'll go on up and I'll take a video of all of her lights and put that up for you, so you can have a look at all the Christmas lights and decorations that she does, because she goes all out. She's after winning a couple of times the competition for the lights and that in the harbour, and I gotta zip up my coat a bit, guys. It's getting a bit chilly. And she really goes all out on Christmas and that. This has been a fantastic day to get out and do this, guys. I really appreciate you guys coming along. I'm just going to go for a little walk now, back to the store. And maybe I'll show you around in our little general store and show you our little general store. There's another little place I'm going to show you later on too. And it's been here since 1933. Yeah, but that's for a future video, so that's a cliffhanger for you guys. Oh. Let's get on the bridge. This bridge is after being replaced a couple of times. That's the main road through the harbour. So yeah, moving pretty quick. There's a little bit of a different view on the power plant. You can see all the piping running right on up through the valley. And there's the river. Alrighty, so in a future video, have a look for, I will be doing the general store and the church probably together. Just talking to the owners of the store there, and perfectly fine with me coming in to do video.